Hello, my mortal rabbits. I'm here for one reason only, and that's to talk about how much I love Habit from Everyman Hybrid because he's such a good boy, and I just need to talk about him. So I'm just gonna list some facts, just some things that will show you how much I appreciate him. One, he has been my desktop background 2 times. Once I changed it from Puppeteer to him, and then I changed it from him to a photo of Obsequious from the music video, from a music video called Appetite of a People Pleaser. Then I changed it to a joke photo of like a Monster High screenshot from the Monster High reboot. Just so you know, I like the original dolls. The reboot ones suck. Anyways, it's not about them right now. It's about him. Point is, he's been my desktop background 2 times. He's currently my desktop background, and it's some fan art of him, and it's really cute, and I love it. Even though I know that he isn't the cutest, because I'm not like appearance-wise, I'm saying personality-wise, you wouldn't really go ah over him, but the way that this person draws him is really cute, just to let you know. Anyways, point is, he's my desktop background. Also, I got my grandma, shout out to my grandma, she's awesome, to make a Habit plush. We made it together, so yes, I have a little plushy Habit, and every single time that the paint on his face starts to fade, I color it in again. In fact, you might be able to hear some markers, or more specifically, a mix between markers and paint markers throughout this video. That is because I am actually going to recolor his face in the spirit of this video. It doesn't look that faded or anything. It usually fades after like it usually starts to fade after like 2 months. Or more. Anyways, I'm just recoloring it in the spirit of this video to make it extra bright, even though I'm not even showing him in this video, but the plush. But I don't know. I'm just doing it in the spirits of this video, so you may or may not hear marker in the background. Anyways, point is, I love him. He is such a good boy. I've tried to record this before, but each time I was like, no, it is not doing service to him. I must make a truly good video praising this fictional boy, this good fictional boy. Why do I keep calling him a boy? He's like an adult. Anyways, he's great, and I'm going to start talking about why. First of all, he's one of the reasons I even started watching Everyman Hybrid. I was following an account who started following me, and they started posting Puppeteer stuff. Then they posted a photo of Habit duct taping knives to the side of his head and his shoes, and I thought, that's funny. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks funny. Then they uploaded more photos of him, and I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, this guy seems pretty interesting. So I found out the show he was from. The show was called Everyman Hybrid, and I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting name. I knew that Slenderverse shows had weird names. I mean, Marble Hornets, like, it's kind of odd. Anyways. So I decided, alright, you know what, I'll check out this Everyman Hybrid show. But then I heard that Nightmind made a video on it, and apparently you need to watch it to understand it. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I want to understand what's happening. I only got like 42 minutes in, I think. I don't really remember much of the details of the video, mostly because I ended up watching the show. But I remember thinking it was pretty good. But it was very long. It was very long. Then I realized there were multiple parts to it, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to watch the show for myself. But in that video, he went over the Twitter page and everything, and then Habit, and then we got to hear some quips. We got to hear him talking, and then they did a little voice every single time they were reading one of his tweets. And at first, I thought it was the operator. I thought it was Slenderman, but then turns out that it wasn't. Dun dun dun. And I realized that pretty quickly. But I was like, oh wow, this guy is so fun. I remember during some of those little Twitter thingies during the video, I would chuckle a little. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is the good food. This is good. And so after that, I decided to watch Everyman Hybrid. He didn't appear for a while. I almost forgot about him. I know, it's heartbreaking to hear me say that I almost forgot about this good boy. I'm hugging my plushie right now. You could, I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm hugging him. He's great. And I know, it's heartbreaking to hear me say that. But the other characters were just fun, and the show was good. They had a mystery unraveling. I wore my headphones. during one of the episodes where there was the old lady and there was the sound effect. And I was like, anyways, it was pretty good. Then Habit got revealed in that one episode where he was in the trees. I don't remember that exactly, but I remember thinking, oh, Habit has been revealed. All right, my boy is on screen. My boy is on screen. And then there's so much yelling during this. And then after that, I was just happy that he appeared on screen. And then Summoning came out. Well, I don't know which one came before. I think, okay, this didn't come before. But the episode where he was going around in the house and he was like pointing the camera guy around. He's like, come on. And then he had the little weapons table, and the weapons table won my heart. He won my heart. But in that moment, I was like, yes, this is the good boy. This is the good food. This is the quality that boy. Yes. So there's that. I just realized, wow, this is very good. Then Jeff died, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I liked Jeff. He wasn't my favorite. Just to let you know, Evan was one of my favorites. Yeah. I not just because he's related to Habit, but just because he's a fun character. But Jeff was also Jeff was the good boy. He was the small boy, but he was the smart small boy. You know, I still loved Habit after this. I still love him to this day. I mean, that's why I'm touching up his face on my plushie right now, and also coloring his hair to make it darker, because the original brown that we went with was more caramelly. Anyways, when we were making the doll, point is, he was there, and even though he did a big no-no, it was okay because he's a villain, and I expect that from him. Yeah. Then, and then the whole baby thing happened, and I was like, whoa, okay, buddy. Still loved him, but wow, that was messed up. But that moment, as dark as it was, it kind of became iconic, and it also kind of became a meme between me and my friend Mike, who also watches the show and voices Observer in the Observer Strange Life podcast. Cannibalism became a kind of an inside joke between us, and every time we would joke about it, people would just be like, what the heck? Oh my god, why does this happen every single time? Sorry about that. I needed to pause it for a second. My laptop almost fell over, so that's not good. Anyways, back to this recording. Almost, don't worry, it didn't hit the ground. Anyways, point is, he was a good boy, and even though the whole baby thing happened, and that was not very great, wasn't that, not gonna lie, that was pretty bad. But you know what? It was okay. He was still my boy. And then, of course, a Summoning aired, and he's like, oh, you want me to help you. And then I was just like, that episode was great. That was iconic. That was yes. That was yes. That was very good. That was just quality. That was just wonderful. And he was just really fun in that episode. That's the thing. His character is fun. Like, he can be intimidating and scary, and we can low key kind of hate him at some points. And he could be kind of a stinky rat man. But you know what? He can be kind of smelly, but that's okay because we still like him because he's fun and he's entertaining and he has good lines of dialogue, and he's just really fun, and yeah, he's just really fun. He's funny. He's evil, but he's also funny. You get both. You get both, and well, yes, you get both with other antagonists. I mean, I've seen people compare him to certain versions of the Joker and also Beetlejuice. And Jacksepticeye. I don't know where the Jacksepticeye comes from, but the Beetlejuice, I kind of get that. Anyways, point is, Habit is a good boy, and he can be fun, and he can be funny, and that is important. Fun kneecaps. He can be funny, and that's a good thing, because there's a lot of other villains, it's just kind of like, yeah, they can scare you, but they're not very funny. You don't get moments like, you're not the pizza guy, You don't get stuff like that. Not that you need that for every antagonist, but it just works with him. Like, it just works very well with him. Like, he just works. Like, his character works. He can be intimidating. If it was real, I would be like, this is a very bad thing. Oh no. But he isn't. Point is, he's just very good. He's just a good boy. And despite being, kind of, sort of demonic man-eater, as the villain's wiki would like to describe him as. You know, that's okay. That's okay, because he's still funny, and he's still a fun character that I and many other people love. And he's just so good. Also, his fashion is on point. I know people say that, I've heard some people say that his fashion is not the best. And by people, I mean specifically my mom. I showed her a photo and she's like, he's wearing a fedora with a Hawaiian shirt. That's not great. And I showed my uncle and he's like, what's up with the fedora? But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. It's okay if he wears a fedora with a Hawaiian shirt. I actually own 2 fedoras. He inspired me to get fedoras, which, you know, that's pretty great. That's good for me. I know, good for me. He inspired me to get fedoras. I have 2 of them. I have a sun fedora and then I have a black fedora, which I used to cosplay him. I know his fedora is white, but I wasn't really too picky on the colors. Yeah, anyways. And he's just a really good character, and his chemistry with like the other characters, I'm not talking romantic chemistry. Don't take that out of context. You better not, editor, YouTube people. No, I just mean his chemistry as a different relationship. I mean character dynamics. Don't anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch my tongue because people have said the way I talk about Habit is like it's weird. But you know, I don't think that it's weird. Like, yes, I own a plushie of him, and yes, I own a hoodie with his skull T-shirt design, which I got off of Redbubble, by the way. But you know what? I just like his character, and then people are like, "Bro, you like this character a lot. It's kind of weird." And then I'm just like, "It's not weird." Yeah, I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. That probably makes it sound worse. The point is, he's just a good boy, and I've called him a good boy throughout this video. But I think one thing that worked for him is that his dialogue feels natural, which makes sense. I mean, all the characters' dialogue feels pretty natural most of the time. But with his especially, like, he feels evil, he feels conniving, but he also feels like a person. Like, he doesn't just feel like generic evil demon guy who's a little chaotic. He's fun, he's interesting, he's very bad, like, don't get me wrong. He's evil, but then there's also moments where I can't help but go, aw, like that, like in a, like, puppy, little kitten, cute kind of way, but just kind of in a, aw, that's my boy, there he is kind of way, you know? I'm wording this really badly. Yeah, I just really like him. He's just very fun. I've called him fun a lot through this video. I'm probably repeating myself, but that's okay. Point is, he's great. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, his chemistry with the other characters, like servants. I can't believe I just said it like a Severance. Wow, I'm sorry. Is a good episode. Not only because you know we get some nice little details about the plot and whatever, because like that stuff is good. But let's be real, everyone remembers this episode because of the interactions between Habit and Noah. Their interactions through this episode were great. Like, there are moments where I'm like, oh crap, Noah needs to chill out, you know. Habit could easily like cut off his arm or something. But then there are other moments where they were just funny and they just had good interactions. Because unlike Vinny, who's just kind of like scared and doesn't want to die, Noah, you know, he kind of sticks up for himself. He's kind of tired of all of this. And this was before the most recent episode where he was stuck in the pitfall area. This was before Pitfall and everything, where he's stuck on the boardwalk and he's just like emotional mess 24/7. I mean, Noah still wasn't doing great in this episode. Don't get me wrong, but you know he was doing a little bit better. Noah was kind of able to stick up for himself and everything, and yeah. You know, that's just a good thing. That's good. That's good that he was able to do that for himself. Good for him. And then Habit was just funny. And of course, that's where we got the don't open the door, the cats will get out. Like in that scene where he's just playing with the cat, like he goes from like talking about how he worked with like a really bad group of people. We know the word, but I don't want to get demonetized. And then we just see him like playing with little kitty, and then he opens the bathroom door and some dude's like puking blood. But then he also has a little kitty. He also got a little kitty. And that's great. He has little kitties, and I don't think he's eating them. That cat did look a little round. I hope he's not eating them. He might be eating them, but I have not been confirmed on that. I like to imagine that he just keeps cats around because they're nice pets. But, you know, he could be eating them. That's probably more likely. Wow, this got sad. And even if he does eat them, you know, that's all right. At least he treats them pretty well. At least he feeds them. At least he feeds his cats. I'm assuming. See what I mean? Like he could be evil, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. That's all right. If he eats cats. Anyways, yeah, he's just yeah. The interactions in this episode are great. There were just so many iconic, and I mean, like I know that word is overused, can be overused a lot, but let's be real. Like actually iconic moments. Like a lot of the funny lines or funny moments come from him. Even though he's not like a comic relief or anything, once again, he can be very spooky wooky and pretty scary when he wants to be. But you know, there can also be some comedic moments with him, and that's all. And that's always good. And make things a little fun. That's it. I've said a lot of things, and he's got like that nice energy to him. Like I don't know what it is, but his energy just draws me towards him. So a lot of people have described it as chaotic, which I think that's pretty fitting. So that's what I'm gonna call it. He has this nice, good old chaotic energy to him. And if anyone is wondering, no, he didn't directly inspire Entropy. Although he might have, because he did, okay, fine. He inspired Entropy a little bit. Now people are going to call Entropy a rip-off of him. But yes, he did inspire Entropy a little bit, just with that overall chaotic demeanor. Except I don't think Entropy is, like, as evil, despite being, chaos in general. I don't think he's as evil as Habit is. Like, I can't really see myself, like, drawing Entropy eating a cat or something. Like, I can't really see that happening. Maybe committing arson. I think he would do that. But, Anyways, my characters aside, point is, yeah, he just has that nice, like, chaotic energy that comes with him. And then he has his own, like, little aesthetic thing going on. He just brings about his own vibes. Are they good? Are they bad? I can't really tell. He just has his own vibe to him, He's just out here being himself. He's out here vibing. He would pass the vibe check. He might be a little evil, but he would still pass the vibe check. Because he's great. And he definitely vibes. Wow, I didn't think I would say vibe check in a habit-related video, but I did. Good for me, I guess. Anyways, yeah, he just has, like, the good energy. Like, okay, maybe not the good energy. Like, when he appears on screen, it's not going to go well. And then he also has, like, an animalistic element to him. Like, when he, like, starts growling or stuff like that. Like, I like that. I like that. That's good. I approve. Like, the whole thing where he's just, like, where he starts growling. Like, I didn't really expect it the first time. Like, I saw people say that he was kind of like a little wild animal, but I didn't really expect it. But when I first heard him growl, I was like, oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do I love him? Yes, of course I do. There we go. I said it. Haha. Please don't make fan fictions. That would be weird. But yeah, Habit is a good boy. And like, I don't know. His hair also, like, I get this is more like a thing to do with the actor, but like, sometimes it's clean, and then sometimes it's messy, and sometimes it's messy with the hat, and then sometimes it's clean with the hat. Like, I tend to draw him with, like, shaggy, spiky hair, because that's my favorite look for him. But, he looks pretty good in, like, all the outfits he wears, I guess. Like, with the hat, and then, like, I guess that's more, like, has to do with, I know that it has to do more with his appearance. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's just an aesthetic thing for me. But, like, those episodes we had kind of, like, the long, shaggy hair and the hat, like, yes, those are good. I prefer him without the hat, because then you see more of his hair, and I like hair, if you couldn't tell. I don't have any bald, I don't have, like, any bald characters, jeez. I like hair. So, yeah, when he's not wearing a hat, that's good. That looks good. Even with the hat, he looks good. That doesn't really relate to his character. Just want to mention that with the longish hat and the hair. That's the best. Wow, this has gone on for a while now. I've tried to record this in the past, like I said earlier. I was almost gonna stop this recording because my computer almost fell over because I'm recording this on my laptop on my bed. So yeah. Point is, he's good. I did a lot of doodles of him in, like, my sketchbooks and stuff like that. I've done a few doodles of him and stuff. And he's just fun to draw. Like, he's fun to draw. Even though I know my drawings aren't very accurate to him. I mean, I drew him with monster claws and purple eyes and sharp teeth that could probably bruise you just on contact and possibly give you an infection. Like, he doesn't actually have that. He doesn't have sharp teeth. But I like to draw him with sharp teeth. Mostly because I really like sharp teeth in character designs, but also because I feel like sharp teeth fits him. I like fangs, okay? And even though he doesn't have fangs, I feel like he would still bite you. Like, yeah, I still feel like he would probably bite someone. Do I want him to bite me? Maybe. Maybe I do want him to bite me. Just a little bit. Please don't take that out of context. But, yeah. He's fun. He's good. I've called him a good boy so much. Also, I have duct tape, and I used it to patch up my Skull Candy headphones because one of the ears on them fell off. In fact, I'm going to go grab those Skull Candy headphones. I have 2 pairs of headphones. My old Skull Candy ones and then my new ones. My new ones are very nice. They're JBL, and then my Skull Candy ones, they kind of fell apart. I did put some purple duct tape on them. I actually have green duct tape, and I've been coloring the duct tape purple myself. See, he's inspiring me to do coloring. Isn't that epic? I mean, I love this character so much that I have, like, that you know how on images on Instagram you can save images? Well, I made a habit board, like a habit library. I have so many pictures of him, so many saved posts. Even if he's only in, like, one of the slides, I'll probably still put it on there. You know, as long as I did find some weird fan art once or twice that I did not put that on there. I thought about it, but then I realized, no, that's a little too far, don't you think? So I didn't do that. Yeah, I go looking for pictures. I go out hunting for photos. Hunting for photos, that sounds silly. I just go out looking for pictures to add to my Pinterest board. Eventually, I had, like, every single habit photo on the entire website, no joke. And I was like, all right, well, I know what I must do. And I started downloading photos myself. I have so many pictures. Like, sometimes I don't even put them on my Pinterest board. I usually do, like, right after getting them. But sometimes I just have habit pictures. I just have so many habit pictures or photos with habit in it, just kind of laying around on my computer. Like, if you were to go onto my computer, there would just be, like, some Tribe 12, some Observer fan art on there. You know, you'd have my programs, my drawing stuff, and then you just have, like, so much habit. I thought about putting it all in a folder, but then I realized, no, I'm going to spread it out. That way, when I'm just scrolling through my pictures, I can realize, wow, I have a lot of habit. I don't even have to condense it into one place. I'm just going to have a bunch of habits photos, like, scattered across my photos, my photo album on my laptop. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I just downloaded lots of pictures of him. I, not like pictures of the actor, mostly fan art, because, you know, there's just more fan art of him than there are, like, because my friend made a joke. They're like, if you're running out of habit pictures, why don't you, like, screenshot every second of an episode he's in, and then have it be some weird flip note or slideshow. And I know it was a joke, and it was fun, and it was kind of funny, but it would actually be kind of cool if I did that. But I'm probably not going to, because that would take forever, and it would be kind of useless. But anyways, wow, that was a voice crack. See, he makes my voice crack. That's how you know I like him. Also, dude's voice can get deep. Like, this, like, when his voice gets, like, deep and demonic, ugh, that is so good. That is so good. That is so cool. That is the best. Like, I get voice cracks. I'm a pretty squeaky lad myself. So with him just being able to nonchalantly, like, change his voice pitch to make it sound all low and creepy, like, that is cool. That is really cool to me. I'm sure that not that many people really care, but, like, when his true voice pokes out, or that one moment in the crossover episode, Severance. I don't know. I keep wanting to call it Servants. I don't know why. Anyways, Severance, where he, like, does that little laugh. That laugh was so good. I need that as my ringtone. I'm not gonna put it as my ringtone, but I kind of want it as it, because that laugh was just so good. And then the shot of him where he's, like, pulling his hair back and stuff, like, that is so good. That is good. This is good. This is very nice. This is very nice. I need to print this. I need to print a screenshot of that episode out, and I need to hang it. I need to frame it in like a really fancy frame. The frame will have like amethyst jewels on it, even if they're not real. And I'll probably get the frame at like Sears or something, whatever. Do people even shop at Sears anymore? I don't know that anymore. Do people shop at Sears? At Sears? Anyways, I'll hang it up on my wall. I'll put it over my bed. It'll be the best thing. I just get random screenshots from episodes. Like, they don't even look that good. And I just have my entire room just, like, photos of that. That'd be hilarious, but it would also be way too many frames to invest in. And I'm not willing to do that. And also, I don't have a printer. And I don't know if Staples is open right now. Point is, I love him. And when I first got my Posca paint markers, the first thing I did was draw Habit. Like, that's what I did. When I first got my artisan markers, the first thing I did was draw a really crappy doodle of Habit. First thing I did when I got my paint markers was draw Habit. It's a tradition now. Every time I get a new drawing art supplies, I'm probably going to draw Habit. It's just in my nature now. Thank you, Everyman Hybrid. Thank you, Habit, for existing. You're beautiful. I love you. Goodbye, my mortal rabbits. Yeah, he's just one more thing. He's great, and I know that I called him pretty at one point. He's pretty. I said it. That's it. He's pretty.